of how we plan to get married. Sing along how I used to know you well. Oh, I can't stand this living.
Phyllis Hyman was a celebrated American singer and actress, born on July 6, 1949, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Known for her rich, velvety voice and deep emotional range, she became a prominent figure in the late 1970s and 1980s with her distinctive blend of R&B, jazz, and soul. Hyman gained fame with hits like You Know How to Love Me, Living All Alone, Old Friend, as well as for her acclaimed Broadway performance in Sophisticated Ladies, a Duke Ellington tribute. Despite her success, Hyman faced ongoing struggles with depression and personal difficulties, which she was open about in her music and interviews. Tragically, she took her own life on June 30th, 1995, just shy of her 46th birthday. Her legacy endures through her timeless music, which continues to captivate audiences with its emotional depth and authenticity. In this alternate reality, Phyllis Hyman, born on July 6, 1949, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, rises to fame with the same magnetic talent and powerful voice, but without the cloud of depression that would shadow her life in the original timeline. And this Phyllis has a journey full of groundbreaking achievements, influential connections, and a legacy that reshapes the music and entertainment world. Growing up in Philadelphia, Hyman is encouraged by a close-knit musical family that recognizes her gift early on.
With regard to upbringing, with regard to a singer's upbringing, you don't have the traditional singer's upbringing of a diva, which is gospel, maybe?
Church, no. I was not brought up in the church. I went to church, but musically, I do not have my background there. My musical background comes from a grade school throughout college, high school, and junior high chorus classes.
And the city choir in Pittsburgh?
Yes, all city.
Singing in local clubs as a teen, she captivates audiences with her unique blend of jazz and R&B. By the time she's in her early 20s, her talent catches the eye of major jazz players. A critical moment comes when she moves to New York City in the early 1970s. Her charm and talent quickly attract the attention of producer Norman Connors, leading to a breakthrough collaboration on his hit, Betcha, By Golly Wow, which thrusts her into the national spotlight. With this momentum, Phyllis becomes the first female artist signed to Blue Note Records, a groundbreaking deal for the renowned jazz label, which traditionally focuses on instrumental artists. Her signing shatters long-held industry perceptions about vocal jazz and paves the way for other jazz-rooted vocalists to achieve mainstream success. This partnership also allows her to fuse genres, creating a soulful yet refined sound that connects with audiences and solidify her as an artist to watch. With a new sense of freedom and confidence, Phyllis signs with Arista Records in the late 1970s and releases her debut album, which includes You Know How to Love Me. The song is an instant classic, a staple on the charts, and marks the beginning of her ascent as one of the foremost voices in R&B and soul. Her style, influenced by her jazz roots, attracts collaborations with some of the greatest musicians of her time. In the early 1980s, Stevie Wonder approaches Phyllis to work on a project. They produce a groundbreaking album that blends her jazz soul style with Wonder's iconic funk and pop, creating a fresh sound that earns widespread acclaim. Their single, Eternal Groove, tops charts worldwide and wins the Grammy for Best R&B Performance by a Duo. This song becomes an anthem of the era, celebrated for its unique sound and unforgettable melodies. The collaboration cements her reputation as a genre-bending artist, one who seamlessly bridges jazz, soul, and pop. This success leads to another milestone in 1981, her performance in Sophisticated Ladies, a Broadway musical tribute to Duke Ellington. Phyllis shines in her role as a lead performer, showcasing her acting abilities alongside her vocal prowess. Free from personal struggles, she commands the stage with a confidence that captivates audiences and earns her a Tony nomination. Spike Lee, impressed by her authenticity and presence, later cast her in his jazz-centered film Mo Jazz, where she plays a resilient jazz club owner. The role becomes iconic, further expanding her appeal and solidifying her position in both music and film. Without the weight of depression Phyllis's personal life is filled with joy and connection. In her mid-30s, she meets and marries a fellow musician who shares her passion for music and supports her unconditionally. I asked AI to choose the most likely partner Phyllis Hyman might have married in this alternate timeline, and Morris White from Earth, Wind, and Fire stands out as the strongest candidate. Their connection would have gone beyond just music. White's visionary approach to blending jazz, R&B, and soul, combined with his spiritual and philosophical outlook, would resonate deeply with Hyman's own musical sensibilities and life perspective. Morris White's calm, grounded demeanor and leadership qualities could have provided a stabilizing influence in her life, allowing Hyman the space to continue flourishing creatively without personal turbulence. The couple has a daughter, whom Phyllis lovingly introduces to music, and as her daughter grows, Phyllis becomes a proud mentor, nurturing her talent with love and wisdom. As she rises in prominence, Phyllis becomes a beloved mentor in the industry, especially for younger Black women artists. She gains the affectionate title of Neo-Soul's godmother due to her direct influence on the burgeoning genre. Erykah Badu, D'Angelo, and Jill Scott, among others, see her as an inspirational figure, and Phyllis takes great pride in guiding them. She hosts jam sessions in her home, giving these artists a safe space to experiment with new sounds, blending soul and jazz with socially conscious lyrics. Her mentorship and legacy are celebrated widely, positioning her as a bridge between traditional soul and neo-soul. The 1990s mark Phyllis's peak years, a time when she takes her career to new heights by branching into fashion and larger social causes. Known for her sophisticated and jazzy fashion sense, she launches Velvet Soul, a clothing line inspired by her love for jazz's elegance and boldness. The line becomes a sensation, featuring pieces that fuse vintage jazz aesthetics with modern twists like elegant wide-brim hats, tailored suits, and silk gowns. Her brand resonates with the jazz and neo-soul communities, combining fashion and music in a way that reflects her iconic style. Phyllis also co-headlines a world tour with Quincy Jones, where she performs her hits and collaborates with legendary artists. On stage, she delivers mesmerizing performances, effortlessly blending genres and creating a musical journey that audiences across the globe adore. Her impact continues to grow, and in the late 1990s, Philadelphia honors her with an annual music festival called Hyman and Soul, featuring performances by legendary jazz, soul, and R&B artists. The festival celebrates her contributions and showcases up-and-coming talent. With a deep sense of gratitude, she begins working on her memoir in 1998. The book is a candid exploration of her life, from her early years in Philadelphia to her rise as a trailblazer in jazz, soul, and beyond. The memoir, titled Velvet Dreams, becomes a bestseller, inspiring readers worldwide and offering insights into the challenges and triumphs of being a Black woman in the entertainment industry. It's a defining work that cements her as not only a musician but a cultural icon. As she moves into her 50s, Phyllis gracefully transitions into selective projects, devoting much of her time to mentoring, writing, and her family. Her annual festival, Hyman and Soul, has by now become a landmark event in the U.S. music scene, drawing fans and artists from all over. Her daughter, a rising musician in her own right, often performs at the festival, adding a multi-generational touch that honors Phyllis's legacy. In 2015, she is inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as the first jazz R&B singer to receive the honor. Her acceptance speech, filled with warmth and humility, goes viral as she encourages young artists to stay true to their sound and continue breaking boundaries. This milestone firmly places her among the legends of music, testament to her contributions across jazz, soul, and pop. Phyllis spends her later years surrounded by loved ones and continues to influence the next wave of artists. She leaves an indelible mark on the music industry and remains a cultural icon until her peaceful passing in her 80s, surrounded by family. Her legacy includes a vast discography, fashion influence, mentorship, and a generation of artists who carry forward her spirit of genre-defying creativity and authenticity. Phyllis Hyman's life in this alternate reality is one of joy, strength, and profound influence, a true legend who forever changed the face of music, fashion, and culture. Thanks for tuning into Real Reels. If you enjoyed diving into this alternate reality, hit that like button and let us know in the comments what you'd love to see next. And remember, it doesn't have to be a musical artist. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a beat of our what-if worlds, mind-blowing music moments, and all things pop culture. From Phyllis Hyman to the legends and untold stories you crave. So stay hyped, stay curious, and we'll see you back here for the next wild ride through the realms of music and fame. Keep it real. Real Reels, family. Catch you in the next video.